All right, how we doing tonight? Sunday night. Hopefully everybody's had a nice weekend, getting ready for our work week ahead, which we don't want to think about quite yet, do we? So to that end, we're going to break a little series 2 tonight. But before we get started ripping into things, there is a little bit of information to go over just to make sure we're all on the same page. So let's go ahead and get started with that while everybody's getting in the room. So first up there, just a quick message about feedback, because it seems like I get asked that question a lot. Mine is automated, and it's done that way so that you never ever have to wait on me. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. So, it's a win-win, right? And then, of course, the second thing there is to say thank you. I always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me, keeping me company, and all such as that. We're going to take a look next at what is coming up in the days ahead. So, breaks that are coming up on eBay tomorrow night. Notice I've only written 9 p.m. Eastern start time, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but we basically, guys, been on a 9 p.m. Eastern start time for the last, realistically, week or 10 days, with the rare exception. So even though that message is only listed through Wednesday, in fact, that is kind of our new start time, okay? So 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific is what we're looking at these days, unless something, every once in a while it'll change up, and it'll always tell you that in the listing description. So tomorrow night it will be what? Luminance Football and Finest Baseball. On Tuesday night, we're going to open a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys and a 4-box half case of Bowman Jumbo. On Wednesday, we're going to open a 12-box case of the new release product, Panini Elite Football. On Thursday, we're going to open a half case of Stadium Club Baseball. That's also a Wednesday release. It's just that it was going to be too much to try to do Stadium Club and Elite both in the same night. So Elite on Wednesday, Stadium Club on Thursday. On Friday, we'll do a 3-box case of Leaf autographed baseball bats. And then we will once again do Elite Football. So here's what you need to know regarding shipping. I am projecting that what we're breaking tonight will be on the way to you approximately Wednesday. So as always, if I can get something out to you faster than that date, I will gladly do so. And if something really unexpected happens, it could always be a day later. But right now, it's looking like Wednesday will probably be the date that it gets on the way to you. One other reminder. Of course, as noted in the listing description, base cards in this break do not ship to the teams. Base cards have their own separate bidding category. So the teams get, all the short prints and SSPs, autographs, relics, inserts, numbered cards, parallels, the usual things that would fall under that category. Now, I do want to check one thing here. Normally, we'd go ahead and take a look at who has what team, but I do know we've got somebody who is having some payment issues, and I need to check in on that, guys, because it happens to be for one of our big teams, and let me see if I can figure out what in the world is going on with this person. If I cannot, then we may need to think about what's going to happen with that team. So let me see. Right now I don't have any other information from them. Let me get back. Let me send them a message back and give them one more chance here. And we'll see if this person is able to work something out, or they're said they are having some type of payment issues of some sort. And of course, it's one of the big teams. It always happens on the big teams, doesn't it? Always happens on the big teams. So right now, let's get that updated. We'll go ahead and take a look at the spreadsheet, but we may need to find a home in here for the Blue Jays potentially. We'll see in a minute how it shakes out. All right, so this is, of course, a 6-box case. It's a full case of 2019 Topps Series 2 Jumbo Baseball. It is a full case break. It does have silver packs, as mentioned a moment ago, as seen in the description, etc. Base cards do not go to the teams. They have their own bidding position. You'll see that on our spreadsheet here in a moment. And, of course, this ended tonight on eBay, Sunday night, the 23rd of June. And obviously we are also breaking it the same night. So team names on one side, winning bidders across from on the other. There's our base card only spot. Right now we're sitting on the Toronto Blue Jays as an unpaid team. I am aware that the person who purchased that team said they were having some payment issues. So I have reached out to that person by messages and asked them to jump in here into chat. And if you are here, if you are the person that has the Blue Jays and you are here in chat, please jump in, raise your hand, let me know that you're here, and we can try to get something else worked out for the team. Otherwise, does anybody want to pick up the Blue Jays if they become available? Because we just have one break tonight, so not a lot of time to kind of, wait around to see what goes on. So if anybody that is watching live has some interest in the Blue Jays, now is the time to speak up and let me know. Otherwise, we are also going to keep monitoring and see if our original bidder here, while I'm getting the boxes out, if our original bidder has seen the message and is going to jump into chat and or has been able to get the payment made. So we got a few things going on. But yeah, I don't know how these things always happen with the expensive teams, right? Like stuff never happens with low price teams, does it? Well, sometimes it does, but it seems like it's not quite as often anyway. All right, so I'm going to do one other thing here, which is change up the focus. So you will notice that the background goes out of focus a little bit. And guys, that is on purpose. Don't let that worry you. When we start looking at the cards, it's going to let us see the cards up really close and personal. So even though it looks a little bit out of focus right now, don't sweat that, okay? We're going to be all good. All right. Hi, Mr. Gormy99. Hi, Jason. Hi, JM. On the Blue Jays, let me make sure here one more time. I feel bad. I know this person was trying to pay or said they were having trouble paying or getting it to go through, but I don't see another reply from them. Let me see if payment has come through or not. I also asked them if they could jump into chat here so that I could, know what was going on with them. But I don't see them in here, so... JM, is that you? Okay, is this you then that has the Blue Jays? If it is, then we need to try to figure out what's going on. Okay, so that is you. That's what I was trying to figure out. All right. So I didn't recognize it because that wasn't the name, of course, on the PayPal account or on the, good grief, on eBay. So I didn't recognize that as being you. All right, so here's what we're going to do. You and I are going to have to figure out the ins and outs of this later. This is not the ideal way to do it. We'll have to figure out how to get it squared away through eBay later. But for now, if you want to keep the team, which you said you do, here's what we need to do. I just typed into you the PayPal address or the email to use for PayPal. And I'm going to type in the total, which of course will be the same total that you have there on eBay. So if you want to send that in directly to PayPal, then that's fine. And you and I will figure out later how to get it, I guess, squared away on eBay so that it doesn't, show that it's unpaid or whatever. So guys, if you'll bear with us here for a moment, JM and I are trying to get this worked out for the Blue Jays. And JM, so you got the information there. You can see the total and my email address and all that jazz, right? So if you can let me know, please, when you have got that sent over, that would be fantastic. Then we'll be able to move onward and upward here once that's squared away. I'm glad you saw that message. I was like, man, I hope they were checking their messages. So while we're waiting on that, I'm going to go ahead and start getting some packs out of this first box here anyway, while we're kind of waiting for JM to get squared away for the Blue Jays. So jumbo packs, these are very nicely arranged, is the only way I know how to say it, for the purposes of the way that we do this break. Because there's a lot of base cards, then there's kind of like a Tootsie Roll center, for lack of a better word, that has all of our good stuff in it that we'll be shipping to the teams, and then it finishes up with more base cards. So for the very first one of these, what we will do is look through the whole entire pack, so you'll be able to see where the base cards are, where the middle starts, all that kind of stuff. And then in subsequent packs, we'll just tend to go right on to the middle of the pack and look at the stuff that that goes to the teams. Yeah, I'm like trying to multitask and not doing very well, am I? All right, so JM, what's your status? Are we squared away? Have you been able to get into PayPal? I think we're still kind of in a holding pattern here. Jay Allen, you need the Royals and the Rays. All right, friends. We will try to get some Royals and Rays for you. Right now, we're still kind of in a little bit of a holding pattern here for the Blue Jays. Okay, so JM is not going to be buying the Blue Jays. All righty. Okay, guys. So Mr. Go Army 99, Jason Hull. Do either of you still want the Blue Jays? Because it appears as though we're not going to get the original bidder is not going to be buying the Blue Jays. So anybody, yes, no, maybe, please let me know. The bid price was $94. You do not have to worry about the shipping if you're picking it up here in chat. It can just ship with whatever other team you have coming your way. So someone want to jump in here? Hopefully anybody want the Blue Jays? The big team of the night with no bids and no payment, or rather had lots of bids, but has no payment. Well, Mr. Go Army 99, I mean, you know what the last bid amount was, so what is the price that you're offering? I mean, obviously right now we're having to hold up the break trying to get a buyer for this team, so let me know what you think is reasonable. I mean, the last bid amount was $94. That's what it sold for. Obviously, that buyer is not going to pay for their team. They've already established that here. So, well, Jason, again, guys, make an offer. So make an offer that is reasonable. I mean, don't offer, $25, but you know what the bid price was. So if there's something in there that is reasonable in relation to that, let me know, and let's try to find a home for the Blue Jays. I don't want to have the most expensive team of the night sitting there unpaid, which is kind of where we are right now. So sorry for the rest of you for the delay. I apologize. It is always a drag when we have to stop and do this sort of thing, and when it's a team that doesn't cost much money, I will just let it ride and take care of it myself. But when we're sitting here on one that is, basically the difference between me breaking even or losing $100, then yeah, I'd like to get it done. So, well, right, Mr. Go Army, I'm saying make an offer. So you and Jason are both saying you don't want to do 94. I get that. I'm saying make an offer on the team. So you don't want to pay 94. What do you want to pay? Either one of you. That's what I'm asking right now. So Jason says his max is 50. And Mr. Go Army 99, what is your situation? See, this is why, you know what, and I know better, guys. I do know better. I can usually look at things and have an idea if I'm going to be in some kind of a situation or not, and I should have reached out to this underbidder like an hour ago, and I didn't do it, so there you go. Now here we find ourselves. So Mr. Go Army, no offer at all. You don't have any price that you're interested, or yes, no, maybe. Just kind of waiting here to see if we can do anything. All right. Well, all right, guys. You know, that's half of what it sold for. So honestly, I think the Vlad Guerrero Jr. rookies probably sell for that much. So, you know, I guess we'll just go onward and upward, you know. I mean, I'd be willing to do like 75 or something like that, but at 50, I'll just take the chance myself or take the loss, as the case may be, and we'll go on about our way. So, see, this is the yuck side of bidding, right? The people that leave us in bad spots is the part of breaking that is not fun, but that's all right. We're just going to move on, not worry about it, and let's go. We'll just keep on rolling, kids. Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry we didn't find a home tonight for the Blue Jays, but that's all right. Oh, Johnny, you said you want to go for 75. All right, man. They're all yours. You have got my email, right, Johnny? I'm going to give it to you again, though. I think you've got it. Guys, I don't use this for correspondence, so if you ever need me, track me down through eBay. I only use this for PayPal, and frankly, I hardly ever check it for actual correspondence. But Johnny, I'm going to update the spreadsheet then to show that this is yours. Of course, I can't show you the spreadsheet right now because we have cards open, the box open, and cards out on the table, but I will show it to you again at the end of the break, showing that it is updated to reflect as you, and I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming in there and stepping up on that. All right, cool. So, yes, Johnny, that is you at 75. I've got you at 75. So, in case you've got the volume down, which sometimes happen, I'm going to type that in too. So, there we go. All right, so once again for the first pack, and thank you, Johnny, for picking up the team. Just let me know if you have any problems, but I think you've done PayPal enough with me that you know what's what. All right, so for the first pack here, we are looking through all of the cards just to show you how the packs are structured. So basically we have big chunks of base, and then we get to our nice little center part here. And our center part is where we find all of the cards that ship to the teams. So we're going to find loads of cards with this color along the edge. Every one of them will be numbered to 2019. Every one that looks like that. Then we have our little hollow foil, also known as rainbow foil. I kind of generically call them hollow foil. They kind of, usually have some imperfect edges and corners, unfortunately. They are generally not numbered, but they are pretty cool. That one headed to the Diamondbacks. Loads of Evolution of Baseball that we will find. Most are sent to a team. There are a couple of Evolution of Baseballs that don't have teams attached, like the Evolution of Ticketing and stuff like that. Those will be given out using random.org at the end of the break if we find them. 35th Anniversary All-Star cards. We hit right off the bat. We are going to hit one of our actual hits in here. So there are 2 relics and 1 autograph in each jumbo box. And one of our relics is a manufactured relic. The other one is an actual relic. This is our actual relic. It is Ricky Henderson. It's headed to the Oakland A's. You'll see that little 150th anniversary down there and a corresponding number to 150 on the back. So the A's have our first out. And I believe we are now back to our base, but I'm going to double check it. We can tell by that little code on the back. And then once again, just because we're in the first pack, we'll look through the rest of this so that you'll see this is all base once we see what's in the middle. And then for the rest of the packs, we won't look through the base. We'll just cut to the middle and look at the middle and cut out of the middle. Make sense? Johnny, you're awesome, my friend. I hope that we find you some fantastic stuff in here tonight to have the mojo repay you for your willingness to step in and help out. So good luck to you, Johnny, and to everybody who's in tonight. We hope our last case is going to be a good one. That is the wrong sleeve. This is Gary V's. We find plenty of Gary... What in the world? Plenty of Gary V's inserts as we go along. And apparently I've got 2 packs of the same type of sleeve open for some reason. So let's try this again. We'll just open a whole new pack and see if I can get the right size on this one. No, it is the wrong size again. I don't understand. Well, I know what will fix that. We'll just get a whole brand new one and start again. This time, surely to goodness, they're going to be the right size. All right, now we're in business. So Gary V's will find a lot of these inserts. That particular one has a blue border. Now, you guys may be somewhat familiar with the blue borders in that they don't come out as often as some of our other cards. However, they're not numbered. So they are different, but they're not numbered. Johnny, you want to know if there's a super rare Vladdy Jr. autograph? Like, you mean an SP or an SSP? You know what? I haven't looked at that. His rookie card in here in general is an SP. So it does, of course, ship out to the teams because it's found in the center of the pack since it's in basically a short print. So the Red Sox to 2019. And here we have the Milwaukee Brewers to 50. And that's kind of just a team card, and in general sort of team card. Then a 150th anniversary stamped, foil stamped for the Mets. Those are typically not numbered. There are a few that are numbered. When we find them, I'll call it out to you. And iconic cards. So these are reprints of, well, iconic cards. Rookie cards of superstars and things like that that have been reprinted for here. There's the Rockies and Trevor Story. And after that, we are back to our base cards. All right, so that's the way we're going to rock. Just like that. Making life easy for us all. A nice black border gets us started here. Charlie Blackmon, black border to 299 for the Colorado Rockies. Faces of the franchise, Kansas City Royals, 150th anniversary Cody Reed for the Reds, and a Yu Darvish short print for the Cubbies. Well, all these sleeves are giving me fits tonight. They're coming out upside down and crazy, and like, I don't know what is going on with them. For the Astros, a 35th anniversary, Josh James. And then everything else there, of course, headed to the base card pile. Johnny, you know what? I think that he does. I would have to check the Topps checklist to tell you for sure, but I think he does. But hang on a minute. Let's see if I can tell you real quick if I can see it or not. I'll tell you here. Oh, why did that give me a weird page error? Huh. Okay. Hang on a second. I tried to go to the checklist and all of a sudden it like popped up and gave me a weird page error. Yeah, well, me in there. I don't know. So I don't know if he does, but I think that he does. And then, of course, you've got the silver pack option, too. So that's the other thing. By the time we, when we do those at the end of the break, if you could pull a nice parallel out of there, that would also be something you would want to find for him. To 2019 for the Mets, the Indians with the 150th anniversary. Here's our manufactured relic, Out of box number 1, it's Freddie Freeman for the Braves. And this is the first time we've seen this particular insert. Those are kind of cool. They don't come out every single pack, but they're fairly common. That one is Stanton and the Yankees. There's the Mets and Jacob deGrom. And I believe Albert here is back to the base, yeah. Albert, of course, and the Angels playing a series this weekend in St. Louis. I imagine if you haven't seen some of the other games this weekend, maybe you caught some of the one tonight, but man, that St. Louis crowd is really showing Pujols some love, coming back to play there in St. Louis with the Angels, and they're really, I mean, they're just cheering him and really being generally awesome. The Astros to 2019. The Indians, hollow foiled. Greatest players insert, Yankees. The Royals and Bo Jackson. And then that is base from there. We should find some home run challenge cards in here too. We haven't seen one yet, so I hadn't mentioned them, but right on cue, there is one. So these are kind of cool if you're not familiar with what they are. So when you get this one's for Alex Bregman and the Astros. You scratch off that little silver box there on the back and visit the website that they give you, and then you get an opportunity to choose a date where you think that player is going to hit a home run. And if they hit a home run on that date, then you get a special Topps Now card and entered into a contest to win a trip to the Home Run Derby. Bryce Harper and the Nationals. Here comes our autograph hit out of box number 1. And it is the Blue Jays. How about that, Johnny? So you got a little Rowdy Tellez. You didn't exactly get who you were looking for, but Rowdy Tellez to 50. Hey, that's not too shabby, right? Not a bad way to start with a little mojo there for the Blue Jays that you were kind enough to pick up for us tonight. Brandon Lowe and the Tampa Bay Rays, and then the rest, the base. Hi, Frank. We are just now on box number 1. We had a relic for, oh boy, I gotta look. A relic for the A's, a relic for the Braves, and then the autograph that you just saw there for the Blue Jays and Rowdy Tellez. And of course, we'll recap all that too at the end of the night. But that's all we've done so far. I do silver packs at the very end, so you didn't miss any of those. And then we still got all these other boxes to go through, so you're in good shape, man. To 2019, that was Alex Cobb and the Orioles, a hollow foil for the Twins. Once again, those with a few imperfect edges and corners for some reason this year. Catfish Hunter and the A's. The Tigers and Christian Stewart. And yeah, we're at the base. Oh, Mr. Go Army, you are on it. He already typed in exactly what we got. You are so awesome. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you helping me out with that. I had to go back and look and see what they were myself. I know, that's awful, right? I know. It is hard to remember when you're breaking. It doesn't seem like it would be. It seems like you would think, oh, yeah, right, you just saw it. But so much goes in and out of my head when I'm breaking. I don't always keep up with it. Monty Irvin and the Giants, excuse me, greatest players. An Ian Happ for the Cubbies. That one is numbered to 67. Well, if we can get Ian to go in there. Ian did not want to cooperate there for a minute, did he? A hollow foil for my Cincinnati Reds, who got smacked down today by the Brewers. Whew, it was ugly. Clint Frazier, short print, New York Yankees. Behind that, I see a greatest players Lefty Grove for the Phillies. Or no, wait a minute. The Philadelphia Athletics became the Oakland A's, right? Yeah, the Philadelphia Athletics became the Oakland Athletics. So they are not the Phillies. It is the A's. I always have to think about that when I see it. And guys and gals, cards always stay with their franchises. So that means like Expos go to Nationals. The New York Giants go to the San Francisco Giants because that's where the franchise moved, and etc. The Cardinals and Yadi Molina. And this is back to base. But I flipped it over to make sure. Mr. Go Army, you need a Rodriguez or a Ryan autograph. All right, my friend, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm going to try to conjure up the mojo for you. If we can make it happen, we will do it. Bob Gibson with the greatest moments, and that, of course, the Cardinals. A hollow foil for the Cubbies. And Austin Meadows, Tampa Bay Rays to 2019. And here come the Cubbies. Ryan Sandberg relic. You've got a 150th gold foil stamp on the front, meaning you got it. It is numbered to 150 on the back. Handy like that. Vlad Guerrero Jr. rookie. This is actually an insert in here. And it's supposed to be the parallel to, I think, card number 700. But you see they forgot to number it entirely. But nonetheless, it is an insert. In many cases, we have found 4 of them. In some cases, we found 5. But somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 5 should come out of this. AJ Mentor for the Braves. And then after that, oh, no, we got something else here. This is a Noah Syndergaard short print for the Mets. I thought we were getting back to base awfully quickly. Aha, in fact, we weren't yet. Thor short print. Larry Doby for the Indians. Now I think we're back at the base. All right. I'm going to take a little drink of caffeine here. Give me 1 second to slug a little caffeine, and then we're going to get back here and look at this one. For some reason today, I have been so tired. I don't know what the deal is. Living on caffeine today. Travis Shaw to 2019 for the Brewers, the Colorado Rockies, hollow foil, faces of the franchise, San Francisco Giants. 150th anniversary for the New York Yankees, that is Brett Gardner. Jacoby Ellsbury, that is perhaps back to base. I'm going to check one more behind him. Yeah, he is. I don't know. For some reason, I didn't recognize Ellsbury. Usually, I recognize the base cards. So I just thought, I better take one more little look at that one. One more little pass through that. So it was actually pretty nice today. You know, we had storms most of last week. So this week, or today, had been pretty nice. And then tonight, I don't know, maybe an hour or two before we did the break, before we started the break, this big storm came out of nowhere. I actually got a little warning about it on my phone that it was coming, so I called over to my mother's house to say, hey, if you need to get your trash to the curb or anything, you might want to run down and do it. The storm is coming. So while I'm on the phone with her, it actually hits her house first, and lightning hit something and went through her phone. She was on a portable phone, went through her phone and knocked the phone off. I could hear this big crack, and then the phone went dead. I'm like, oh no, I think she got hit by lightning. And so I couldn't get her back. I finally got her back on her cell phone. Sure enough, sparks were flying out of the end of the phone and everything. That is crazy, right? It's to 2019 for the Diamondbacks. A little Whitey Ford Iconic 150th hollow foil, meaning it is numbered to 150 on the back as well for the Yankees with that one. So yeah, somehow it didn't fry her phone though. Isn't that weird? But sparks flew out of the end and her hands were tingling. It's like crazy, right? The Angels 150th hollow foil. This is one of those evolution of the games I was talking about that doesn't have a team associated with it, so it's going to sit up there. We'll give it out using random later. Charlie Blackmon Rockies, and then we're at base. So there is actually a reason for telling you all of that story, which is this. We are supposed to get some more weather coming through here tonight. We're not having any right at this moment. It has died down. I think we'll be finished with the break before it comes back through. But if for some reason some weird weather came through and we had a power surge or something unusual happen and suddenly we went off the air, just know that I would get us back on as quickly as I could. The Orioles numbered to 67 with Ortiz. Hollow foil, Atlanta Braves, Culberson. Martinez and the Mariners. For the Twins, that is a 35th anniversary. And there's Mr. Pujols back base. Yeah, fortunately, my neighborhood doesn't have like a ton of power surges. We get them every once in a while in a storm, but not super often. My mother's neighborhood, you know, it was built before my neighborhood was, and or developed, I should say, before mine was. And they often get like knocked out, power knocked out and stuff. Not too much fun. Numbered to 2019 for the Marlins. Hollow foil, Dodgers, Pedro Baez. And there's a little Miles Straw for the Houston Astros. How about that? Short print. Miles Straw, rookie SP for the Stros. Chris Davis, Oakland A's. The Yankees and Don Mattingly. And our first relic out of, is this our first relic out of box 2? Yeah, it is. Also for the Blue Jays, that is Justin Smoke. So Toronto, not too shabby for you, Johnny. An autograph and a relic so far. All right. Astros 2019. Hollow foil Bregman Astros. Faces of the franchise White Sox. 150th Tyler Mahle and the Reds. The Phillies, De Los Santos. And that's that for that pack. So this upcoming week, we have Elite Football that comes out on Wednesday, which is traditionally the first product where we see our new rookie class in their NFL uniform. So it's usually a pretty fun one to get into. And we also have Stadium Club Baseball coming out on Wednesday. Eduardo Escobar to 2019 Diamondbacks. Hollow foil Brewers. And King Felix on a short print for the Mariners. So Stadium Club, we are going to break that by the half case instead of the whole case. Primarily because I know you guys like to get the base in that. And if we broke it as a full case, there would be well over 2,000 cards in there. So we're going to have to break it as a half since base and everything will be shipping. Pujols and the Angels.
Okay.
Oh,
I found this on the web.
Good Lord. Siri thought I was talking to her somehow. Oh, I probably just started her again by saying her name. Sorry. That is the Pirates and Kyle Crick. The hazard of using the iPad to watch chat. Freddie Freeman and the Braves. And after that, base again. Yeah, Siri? Oh, shoot, I can't keep saying her name. She has been touchy lately, my voice assistant here on the iPad. And she talks back to me more times than she should, out of nowhere most of the time. So I may have to turn her off. Yadi Molina and the Cardinals, greatest players. The Twins, numbered to 2019. And there's the Twins with a little Jason Castro, numbered to 76. Next up is a hollow foil for the Kansas City Royals. Chris Owings, Frank Robinson, nice, greatest seasons. Yankees and Dave Winfield. Alrighty. Aha, we've got another home run challenge card up. Rizzo and the Cubbies. Get this one. Enos Slaughter, St. Louis Cardinals. Here comes our autograph out of box number 2. It's headed to the Tribe. Shane Bieber for the Cleveland Indians. Is our nice little autograph hit. So we're still looking for our manufactured relic, though. Jeffrey Springs and the Rangers. Kansas City Royals to 2019. Victor Caratini and the Cubbies, numbered 276. Behind that is David Dahl and the Rockies. That's just got the hollow foil 150th anniversary on it. Reggie Jackson, Oakland A's. The Orioles, Cal Ripken Jr. And that goes on for that. The Orioles to 2019. Here comes a Faces of the Franchise, numbered to 299 for the Rangers. It's got the black border. It's also got an imperfect upper right corner there that I note. So, you know, if I see imperfections, guys, I point them out. I don't always catch them in a break at the time, but I do try to catch them. And if I see them, I do point them out. Brad Hand, 150th anniversary. Eddie Murray, Orioles iconic. The Braves and Dale Murphy. And let me check Trevor Story. Yeah. I think we just saw him a minute ago, but because I couldn't remember for sure, I decided I better flip him again. So that means our manufactured relic should be hanging out here in this very last pack out of this box. And sure enough, there it is. I see it shining its way towards us. The Cubbies, Taylor Davis to 2019, 150th anniversary, Broxton for the Mets. Our manufactured relic, Giancarlo Stanton for the Yankees. The Angels and Mike Trout. Ian Happ and the Cubbies is back to base. Had to have a little caffeine break. I didn't do the heavy caffeine tonight, though. I skipped the Red Bull tonight. Have light Mountain Dew caffeine instead. If you can call that light. It's probably light in comparison to what's in Red Bull, right? That's how I look at it anyway. 150th anniversary Whitey Ford, number 2, 150 for the New York Yankees. 150th for the Yankees with Bettenses. The Rangers and Patrick Wisdom. A Brett Gardner short print, New York Yankees. No, that's not a short print. That's his regular base, is it? Yeah, it is. Gone. I thought that was his short print, but it's not. I just looked at the number on the back. Yeah, no. Brett Gardner's regular card. I didn't realize that was his regular card with his hat off. I guess I haven't seen it enough. I really did think it was a short. But, yeah, well, that's why those little codes are so handy, huh? Mark McGwire, Cardinals. The Marlins to 2019, 150th anniversary Red Sox with Stephen Wright. Real Muto, Marlins. I should show you that again, Marlins, in case, because he's on a different team now, in case someone didn't catch that part earlier. Hey, it's my Cincinnati Reds with a Barry Larkin commemorative relic there, manufactured relic, with the medallion for Barry and the Reds. And for the Twins, that is base. So for the Twins, that was actually nothing. I started to say for the Twins it is, but actually it was just base. So it doesn't go to the Twins, it goes to the base category. Velasquez, Phillies, 2019, Evolution of the Game, San Francisco Giants, number to 299. Of course, again, New York Giants, as you see there on the front, we know is the name of old, and then the current location, San Francisco Giants. So both are, in fact, the same team. Peraza, hollow foil 150th anniversary for the Reds. Bryce Harper and the Nats. The Mets and Darryl Strawberry. Yeah, we have seen old Starlin Castro before, so we know he's base. Peralta, Kansas City Royals to 2019. And this is Brandon Drury, and it is numbered to 150. And the deal with that is some kind of stats back, like an advanced stats back, I think is like what that's called. But anyway, it is a variation. It's for the Blue Jays, and it's numbered to 150. Faces of the franchise, Tampa Bay Rays. And this is Brandon Workman, 150th for the Red Sox. That's also the Red Sox. Tris Speaker. The Mariners and Yusei Kikuchi, 35th anniversary. The Braves and Ozzie Albies, 35th anniversary. All right. You know what? I just realized I forgot to do one little thing here. Bear with me one second, guys. I need to take care of, I forgot to go in and cancel out that other, so let's get that done real quick. I meant to do that at the time, but I was anxious to get us underway and I forgot, but now it's done. All right. Yeah. Now we're all good. All right, where is our little center I was way off the mark trying to find the center of that one. I believe we have an SSP that's going to lead us off tonight. I think this Dizzy Dean is an SSP, but we're going to flip it and find out. It's definitely short, but I think it's super short. Yeah, it is. So St. Louis Cardinals, Dizzy Dean with a super short print insert. So nice one for the Cardinals. Hollow foil, Twins. Ted Williams, Red Sox. Ponce de Leon and the Cardinals. Base. For the Brewers, it is numbered to 2019. Little Julius, I think we saw him earlier, didn't we? To 2019 as well, maybe. Josh Reddick, Astros, hollow foil. A Will Myers short print for the San Diego Padres. Eddie Matthews. Milwaukee Braves are the current Atlanta Braves. The former Milwaukee Braves are the current Atlanta Braves. So that goes to Atlanta. Then the St. Louis Cardinals, Colton Wong has us back. Should be back to base because it's numbered as base, but yet it's in the center. So what's the deal with this? I don't know. We're going to assume there's something going on with this. It is, because it is in the center of the pack, but it is numbered like it's base, but I don't think it is. And it doesn't have vintage stock either, but there's definitely something going on with that. So we're gonna send it out to the teams, whatever it is. Brad Keller and the Kansas City Royals 35th anniversary. Because whatever it wasn't straight base. So. For the Orioles, to 2019, Austin Wins. The A's, Nick Martini hollow foil. Faces of the franchise, the Orioles. Carrasco for the Indians, 150th. The Giants and Will Clark. I think Jason Hayward's base. Yeah. So if anybody's watching Sunday Night Baseball, like, did it get any better? It was super boring in the beginning. Nobody scoring, nobody doing anything. I mean, some nice pitching, from the Angels and the Cardinals, but it was, as a whole, it was fairly boring. Gary V's Mariners, Randy Johnson. A home run challenge, George Springer and the Astros. Tris Speaker for the Red Sox. And a hit for the Pirates. Kevin Kramer, that is Legacy of Baseball. That one has a sticker autograph on there, and it is numbered to 50. It is also the first in the series. Woohoo! That gives me a special little thrill when they're first in the series. So Kevin Kramer and the Pirates. Followed by, hey, look at that. Kevin Kramer and the Pirates. 35th anniversary insert. Jay Allen, he needs us to rework the mojo for his Royals and his Rays. All right, my friend. We'll try to reset it. Get it back online for you. We will do our best to make it happen. Another blue border. Once again, guys, these are not numbered, but as you see, they don't come out super frequently. That is Brandon Lowe for the Tampa Bay Rays. So see, Jay Allen shows up, and he's just like able to conjure something up right away. Greinke D-backs 2019 hollow foil Max Muncy for the Dodgers. And there's a Nick Martini short print for the Oakland A's. Red Sox, Martinez, Severino and the Yankees. And a Red Sox relic, numbered to 150. It's kind of hard to see, but the number is like right there below the 35th anniversary seal. There's your 150th holo down at the bottom. And your little relic for J.D. Martinez and the Red Sox. So I think that's all of our relics out of this box, the best I recall. Let me make sure. Yeah. So I think that's, I know we've seen our autograph in here, and I believe both relics as well. Stephen Wright for the Red Sox to 2019. A holo foil for the Rays with Austin Meadows. The Angels, Jose Brasinio. Max Muncy and the Dodgers brings us back to the start. And by the start, I mean base. All right, we are 3 down, 3 to go. And pardon me 1/2 of a second here. I've got a crazy cat over there that was trying to eat a wrapper. And I know you think, well, why did you have to go take the wrapper away? Like, isn't the cat smart enough not to eat it? Well, you would think. You would think. But the weird thing about cats is they have these, all these little grooves on their tongue. If you've ever felt, a cat ever come up to you and licked you or anything, it's rough, right? These little grooves on there. Well, those little grooves on their tongue, they apparently only go one way. So that's like to take food and water and whatever back down their throat. So sometimes if they get a hold of something, if you don't get it away from them, those little grooves will just pull it right down their gut. And that same little cat that I just took the wrapper away from swallowed a piece of string on a toy. Oh, I don't know, maybe a couple years ago. Over the holidays, and cost me like $600 at the vet to get it out of there. Ray Black and the Giants blue border. The Oakland A's, that is a, it's to 150. It is the advanced stats back for the A's. Mike Fiers. Max Muncy and the Dodgers, 150th. Pujols and the Angels. A little short print. Very fitting, considering. The A's and Mark McGwire. And that's that for that one. Chair is really squeaky. I know. I need to get a new chair because I shift and move around all the time. I know it's squeaky. Will Myers to 2019. A little Austin Meadows, 150th anniversary. Brewers, Lorenzo Cain. Our manufactured relic comes out for Roger Clemens as a Blue Jay. What are the odds? It feels like it's got a rough back corner. We're going to find out here in a second if we've got one or not. It is numbered to 50, and it is there's a little tiny imperfection down there on that lower left. Honestly, I might not have seen it had I not felt it when I was holding the card. But anyway, Roger Clemens, Blue Jays, manufactured relic. Lindor and the Indians. Check our San Francisco. Yeah. Faces of the franchise. Phillies. Philly. Was that? No, it wasn't numbered. I don't know. I thought it might be, but I was wrong. Martini and the A's to 2019. Syndergaard, Mets, holo foil. Faces of the franchise St. Louis Cardinals. 150th anniversary, Chris Sale and the Red Sox. The Angels and Taylor Ward. Hey, Jay Allen, are you still on? Or did you have to go to bed already? I know you have to get up super early. If you are still on, did you go back and watch your other break? I think it was the last break you had for Series 2. Did you see what we got for your Phillies? I bet you did. I bet you've seen it by now. Kansas City Royals, Hunter Dozier to 2019. I just don't think I've seen you in chat since we pulled it. That I remember anyway. Vlad Guerrero Jr., that is rookie card number 2 for the Blue Jays for him. 150th anniversary, the A's, Martini. Iconic, Feller, Indians. Mariners, Justice Sheffield. You are still there. Okay. So, yeah, you went back and watched it, though, right? You saw it? I don't want to spoil it for you if you didn't, but I bet you did. I think you did. I hope you did. You saw it. Yeah, okay. I was so excited when we pulled that because it was exactly what you had asked for. Exactly what you had asked for. I couldn't believe it when we pulled it. But I couldn't remember. I don't think I've seen you since then on here that I remember. Zach Wheeler to 2019 for the Mets. A hollow foil for the A's with Franklin Barreto. Clemente and the Pirates. Martini, Oakland A's. Yeah, it should actually, I think, what did went out yesterday, right? I think it got picked up Saturday with all that group of stuff. I'm pretty sure it did. So you're a couple days from me, I think. So you'll probably have it Tuesday, maybe? Oh, you have one of your feelings that night, like you knew it was coming? Awesome, man. That's the best, isn't it? This is numbered to 150 for the Kansas City Royals. It is Heath Filmer. 35th anniversary and numbered to 150. The Rockies and David Dahl with a hollow foil. And Tyler O'Neill Cardinals short print. I know, that's what I said. It was exactly what you asked for. I mean, you literally said you wanted a Rhys Hoskins patch autograph, and I could not believe when we pulled you a Rhys Hoskins patch autograph. Those things, don't always work out that way, but that one did. Buster Posey and the Giants, Javi Baez and the Cubbies. It would have been cool if we had pulled Rhys Hoskins even autograph, but to pull the patch auto, which don't even come out of here all that often, of the exact player you asked for, I was like, man, he is on fire tonight. But you're pretty good about picking your spots, that's for sure. Yeah, some good luck in general. The Tigers to 2019, a black border Cardinal, Dakota Hudson to 299. 150th for the White Sox with JT Riddle. Gary Sanchez, New York Yankees, short print. Mel Ott, once again, guys, the New York Giants of old are the San Francisco Giants of today's world, so that goes to San Francisco. Sean Reed Foley, Blue Jays. And we're back to our regularly scheduled programming after the Sean Reed Foley. He said, sometimes your feelings are way off, but sometimes they're spot on. Yeah, you know, I don't often get feelings before I do a break. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll have a feeling like, I think we're going to hit such and such. And I would say about half, maybe 60% of the time I'm right when I get that feeling, and 40% I'm not. The Twins, that's Gary V's insert there. Followed by a little home run, Matt Carpenter. Cardinals. Whitey Ford and the Yankees. And here comes an autograph. He was pitching just a little while ago. Miles Mikolas for the Cardinals. And it's numbered to 150 as well. Andre Dawson, Expos. Once again, former Expos, current Nationals. So that's how that goes. Slide back one, make sure I didn't, just making sure we cut the deck at the right place, so to speak. Benton says Yankees to 2019. Addison Russell for the Cubbies. Evolution of the Game for the White Sox. Steven Duggar, Giants. And our relic, our second relic out of this box is Tony Gwynn for the Padres. We've already seen our manufactured relic for this one. We're headed to the Indians with Greg Allen to 2019. Tyler Mahle, Cincinnati Reds, hollow foil. Honus Wagner, Pittsburgh Pirates. Jose Altuve, Astros. And Choi, Tampa Bay Rays, short print. No, not short print. Dang it, that's his regular card too. Some of these card designs, I look at them and I think they're short, but they're not. Well, daggone it. Tampa Bay Rays, I thought you had a short print, but in fact, that was a base card. That's on me, sorry. That's why I flip them over to make sure. Whoops, there's your empty box. You know, I almost always show those empty boxes just so you know everything came out of it. Not like you couldn't see all the packs sitting there anyway, but still. For the Braves, Ender Inciarte to 2019. A hollow foil Ortiz. Orioles. Joey Votto, Cincinnati Reds. He played well tonight, even though we lost. White Sox, Kopech. Let's double check that one. Faces of the franchise for the Dodgers. 150th anniversary Cubbies. Astros, 35th anniversary. And that's that for that one. Some of these seem like they have, I think some of these have more than others in them, don't they? Am I just crazy? I don't think I am. I've done so much of these, you would think I would just know, but I really don't. But there are definitely some that have more cards and some that have fewer in the center. The Rangers, a blue border for Jeffrey Springs. Another Vlad Guerrero Jr. rookie card. I believe our third one out for the evening so far. Hollow foil, Royals, Brian Goodwin. Orlando Cepeda, San Francisco. Jake Cave for the Twins. And my base cards are trying to fly away from me there. Jay Allen, you said, speaking of empty boxes, oh, you missed when Topps used to print cards on the bottom of the boxes. Oh, see, you say it was a challenge cutting them out straight. Listen, man, I can't cut them out straight. I don't know what my problem is. But I really, if you just give me a pair of scissors and tell me to cut a straight line, like, I can't do it. The line is never perfectly straight. I don't know what is, that's like a thing you learn in kindergarten. I mean, obviously I can cut a reasonably straight line, but I cannot cut a completely straight line. Weird, right? That is to 2019 for the Twins. 150th anniversary for the A's. Franklin Barreto. How about a Willie Stargell short print for the Pirates? I like that. That's cool. Very cool, Pirates. Evolution of the game, Marlins. And the Phillies, Rhys Hoskins, manufactured relic, the commemorative medallion, also numbered to 150 on the back. And that's not you tonight, is it, Jay Allen? Every time I get the Phillies, I always think they're yours if you're in the break, but I think you don't have them tonight. The Braves and Bryce Wilson. So I'm assuming you didn't have, you had the feeling for one of these other teams tonight instead of your Phillies. Tyler Mahle, Reds to 2019. A hollow foil for the Angels with Taylor Ward. Faces of the franchise, the Mets. 150th anniversary for the Brewers, the Red Sox, and J.D. Martinez. So for those of you who are into the All-Star voting, they changed it up this year. So they've announced who all the finalists are, the top vote getters or whatever that are finalists. And then I guess starting Wednesday, we have 24 hours or something to go in and vote. And then they will announce on Thursday, who the starters are or whatever. So it's a 2-part all-star voting process this year. Kind of weird. Padres and Ian Kinsler. That was a Gary V's insert. Andujar, home run challenge. That was not going to do much good for the Yankees. Derek Jeter and the Yankees. And the Mets. Oh, wow. Darryl Strawberry for the Mets. Nice. That's our autograph hit here. Numbered to 50. The gold parallel. So, pretty cool little hit there for the Mets. You're probably fishing for something else in here, but the Darryl Strawberry's nice to have. Ray Black and the Giants. And then we're back at our base. Oh man, Mr. Go Army, you thought on that Hoskins relic, you saw the corner of it and you thought it was the Rangers. Daggone, man, that's the worst, isn't it? I've done that before. I like the Steelers. I've been in football. I like the Reds in baseball. And every once in a while I'll catch a glimpse of something, when it's laying there like that. You catch a glimpse of it, but you can't quite see it. And I'll think, ooh, I'm getting ready to get one. And then it'll be no, it'll be like the Twins or the Indians or something in baseball. To 2019 for the Orioles. For the Rockies, it's a hollow foil. The Cubbies and Wilson Contreras. And our non-manufactured relic, Red Sox, Mookie Betts, numbered to 99. But yeah, I've definitely, seen stuff laying around and I'll be trying to get a look at it, especially in football. Can I see my team's colors? Do I see any gold and black there? What's going on? Hi, Michelle. We are on box number 5 here of our Series 2 Jumbo break tonight. So, yeah, you caught us before we're finished anyway. We're in the midst of box 5, almost done with it. And, of course, we'll recap the hits at the end as well. Dodgers to 2019, a hollow foil Trevor Story for the Rockies. Sandy Koufax and the Dodgers. The Marlins, Trevor Richards. And, yeah, base from there. Oh, Jay Allen, you hit that Hoskins relic in a player break a few days ago? Well, cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, I very seldom do player breaks, as you know. And if I do, it's usually for something like, you know, a Leaf product or one of those kinds of things. If I do, I don't do player breaks very often, though. Joey Gallo and the Texas Rangers to 2019, David Dahl and the Rockies. There's a Gary V's insert for the Indians with Jose Ramirez. Thor, Mets, 150th. That is a really cool short print for the Braves. I love that picture. Chipper Jones, man. That's an awesome shot. Very cool. Little SP for the Braves. And Gehrig, Yankees. Jeter and the Yankees. And I believe Gary Sanchez just, brings us back to the rest of it. Hoping for Bo Jackson tonight. I would love to see Bo Jackson. You know I'm a Bo Jackson fan anyway. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows football. Anybody I think that's old enough to remember those commercials, like you gotta love Bo Jackson if you're old enough to remember that. The Orioles to 2019. That is numbered to 67 for the White Sox. 150th for the Braves. Don Larson for the Yankees. Blake Trinian for the A's. The Mariners, Ken Griffey Jr., 35th anniversary. All right, we are headed into our last box. So you know what that means. Oh, yeah, it's last box mojo time. So this is the point in the night where we all kind of collectively fire up our mojo and hope that we can pull out something really fantastic out of the last box of the night. That's the goal. Of course, after we have the last box of the night, we do still have a few other things we're going to be doing, including our silver packs that will break, our Evolution of the Game card that doesn't have a team associated with it. It will have to find a home using random.org. And then, of course, we will also recap our hits. So that's kind of what's on tap after we finish looking through this last box. So, in other words, don't wander totally off as soon as we hit the last hit in here. What I'm trying to tell you. For the Astros to 2019, the Twins 150th anniversary, our manufactured relic comes up right away. It's the Rangers and Joey Gallo, numbered to 150. Mr. Go Army would like a Lou Brock relic to 50. Oh, no, you hit a Lou Brock relic to 50 in a player break the other week. Oh, nice. I like Lou Brock. That's a cool hit. So there's Joey Gallo for your Rangers to 150. Since you said you haven't hit anything since, hey, there's Joey Gallo to change your luck. How about that? For the Mets, Gary Carter with a short print. Evolution of Baseball for the Mariners. The Brewers and Corbin Burns. And Ender's just base, right? Yeah. Yes, he is. And where are we? Kansas City Royals, Chris Owings. Coming up here for Jay Allen, headed his way, numbered to 67. JT Riddle and the Marlins, hollow foil. Jeter and the Yankees. Cincinnati Reds and my man Johnny Bench, one of my 2 favorite players ever. Johnny Bench and Hank Aaron are my 2 absolute favorite players. Although I like Ernie Banks and Ozzie Smith and a bunch of other old school guys too. But I particularly like Johnny Bench and Hank Aaron. Another Vlad Guerrero Jr. rookie card. Is that our 4th? Or I think that's our 4th. 4th or 5th. Anyway, I set them aside, so we'll be able to count them. Jay Allen says, that was quick. Breaking Mr. Go Army's dry spell there, hitting him something right away as soon as he mentioned it, right? We hit it, I know. Diamondbacks to 150th anniversary. Manny Machado as a Dodger on that card. The Orioles, DJ Stewart. And I think Bettens is, yeah, base. Mr. Go Army said, you like to watch even when you don't hit. It's like Christmas. I know what you mean. I enjoy breaking them. I love to see what comes out of them, even though I don't keep any of it, obviously. But I love seeing what comes out of it myself, so I totally get that. Pujols and the Angels to 2019. Stan Musial and the Cardinals, numbered to 299 because he's got, a little strip of black border over there. Almost escaped my attention. That's why we flip them over. 150th for the Rockies. Aw, iconic Steve Carlton. Very cool. Cardinals. The Indians, Adam Sember. And onward we go. Dave, Elite Football is already up and running on eBay, my friend. It is breaking on Wednesday night, which is its release night, and Friday night. So I've already got first 2 breaks of it are already up and running on eBay. And then the other thing that comes out Wednesday, which is Stadium Club Baseball, we're going to break it on Thursday night and then probably again on Saturday night is the plan at the moment. St. Louis Cardinals to 2019. That's the Royals. This guy here just got sent back to AAA, didn't he? I think he did. It's numbered to 99 for the Braves. It has the vintage card stock. And I'm pretty sure they just busted him back down to the minors. I think it was him. The Twins, 150th. John Smoltz, Atlanta Braves. The Nationals and Max Scherzer. Yeah, Dave Matt Elite is fun. It's always so much fun. And you know what? They cut back on the amount of Elite they made this year too, apparently. Now that's what my distributors tell me. Now they could be just telling me that to get me off their rears because, you know what? They are not giving me as much as I should be getting. And so they're like, oh yeah, they're not making very much this year. So they could just be telling me that, but that's what I'm hearing. So that's another one with no teams associated. It will go out using random. Blandino and the Reds. Hollow foil Chris Sale for the Red Sox. Enos Slaughter for the Cardinals. Rowdy Tellez and the Blue Jays. So yeah, I was expecting to get 2 or 3 more cases of Elite than I'm actually getting. So I was a little disappointed in that. And then they cut me way back on Gold Standard, way back. And I was really upset about that. I threw a fit about that because it's why are you cutting me back? I'm spending more money with you every single year and you're cutting me back on the best products. You're making me buy more of the garbagey products. Not that any products are garbagey, but you're making me buy more of the products that are the low-end products to 2019 Bregman and the Astros, and then giving me less of the high-end products. It's supposed to work the opposite way, right? You're supposed to buy a lot more of the low-end stuff because they have more of it, and then they're supposed to give you more of the high-end stuff. But no, they're not doing it that way this year. Brad Hand and the Indians. Faces of the franchise, Indians. 150th anniversary, Astros. The Red Sox and Chris Sale. And then that's it for there. So yeah, I don't know what, they're just really making it so difficult to get product these days. And I mean, you're expected to increase what you buy every year by a pretty good, healthy percentage, which I do. And then there, the quote unquote agreement, the handshake agreement, is that they then, help you out with things throughout the year too. But lately, it's just like buy more and more and more of the low-end stuff so we can give you less and less and less of the high-end stuff. Colton Wong to 2019 for the Cardinals. Ooh, we got a little blue Father's Day action for the Phillies. Number to 50. And Broxton for the Mets, hollow foil. Whitey Ford and the Yankees. The Pirates, Nick Birdie. And we have 2 packs left. And we have not seen our signature yet, so it's still hanging out in here. Oh, Dave, I did not realize. Dave Matt is telling us that this is Panini's contract year. So you're talking about, I'm assuming, for what? For baseball or for everything? For football, basketball, the whole deal? Because if it's for baseball, maybe that makes sense as to why all of a sudden they're putting out so many more baseball products this year. Because you guys noticed that, right? I mean, we've talked about that. All of a sudden Panini's making all these extra baseball products, and we've all been speculating as to what the deal is. Shohei Ohtani and the Angels. So maybe, but if it's for football and or for basketball, well, that could be interesting. Eddie Matthews and the Braves. Oh, Mr. Go Army, you said you're going to try your hand at football and basketball? Well, before you do that, how about we continue your hot streak tonight with an autograph for your Rangers with Isaiah Kiner Falefa. I don't think I say his name right, but that really should not shock anyone that I mispronounce a name. Oh, I know, right? I mispronounce 2/3 of them. But anyway, that is an autograph for your Rangers. David Fletcher and the Angels. Dave Matt, I would love, I miss Topps football so much. I really do. They had, like you said, triple threads, and they had some really nice stuff in football. And I miss it. I miss Topps football so much. But it's stupid Upper Deck that caused all this mess anyway. It used to be all the companies could pay the licensing fee and produce products, and it's stupid Upper Deck that got all that changed. To 2019 for the San Francisco Giants. A hollow foil for the Angels with Middleton. And a little Edgar Martinez and the Mariners as a short print. My man Johnny Bench is on an evolution of baseball for the Cincinnati Reds, and Joey Votto on the back. Pretty cool. Brewers and Robin Yount. Our last relic out, Big Poppy, who's out of intensive care, by the by. So, seems like he's going to recover from his gunshot wound. And the Red Sox have a David Ortiz Big Poppy relic. And then the rest of this is, in fact, base. All right, so we have some other stuff to do, though. We're not done yet. We're not. But what I'm going to do right now is get us ready for our recap. And then we're going to tear into those silver packs because I want to get into them every bit as much as you do. And then after we get into our... Actually, you know what? Let's do this before we get into our silver packs. Let's go on and get these out of the way. So these two Evolution of Baseball cards, they don't have any team on them. But they have to go somewhere. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to copy and paste all the team bidding positions, including that base card bidding position, guys, because they have, you know, skin in the game too. And then we're going to go to random.org and we're going to paste those in over at our dear friend Random. And here's what happens once we get to Random. I will do Random one time because we have 10 or more items in our list. If we had 9 or fewer items in our list, I would do Random 3 different times, and the third Random would determine who was getting it. This time, though, we got a lot of stuff in here. 31, counting our base card bidding position. So I'm scrolling through so you can see everything is in there. I will hit Random one single time. Whoever ends up in that number 1 bidding spot is going to get those 2 Evolution of Baseball cards. So it comes up as the Cardinals and the Dodgers. So Cardinals, why am I saying 2 teams? It's both going to the Cardinals. I don't know why I say Cardinals and Dodgers, because I was thinking there were 2 cards, but I had already said they were both going to the team that came up in number 1. So sorry, Dodgers, I misspoke. It is Cardinals, Cardinals only, Cardinals, you know, in that number 1 bidding spot. So I don't know why I said them both. Sorry. I was thinking about the silver packs. I'll admit it. I was kind of multitasking in my head going, ooh, I wonder what's in those silver packs. And then that's what happened. So that'll teach me, won't it? So we'll just put these up there in our little recap pile. Now let's get down to the business of this. Dave, you said it is a contract year for football with Topps. So, oh, well, that should be interesting. Yeah. I will have to keep an eye on that. Cardinals and Goldschmidt, Cardinals and Dakota Hudson, the A's and Chris Davis. And look at that. We got an autograph. And it is for the Orioles and DJ Stewart. And it's numbered to 5. What the what? That's awesome. Yeah, right? This is why silver packs are fun, isn't it? Yes, indeed. Number to 5 for the Orioles. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Don't get autographs in these terribly often. All right, next up we have Twins, Orioles, Mariners, Rangers, and then another little advertising card. The A's, the Blue Jays, the Twins, the Astros, and Nolan Ryan to 75. Advertising card. Advertising cards can be on the back of every pack. We'll just lay that out right now. Braves, Astros, Reds. Red Sox, A's, Blue Jays, Twins. Astros, Mariners, Dodgers. That Dodgers, Mr. Cody Bellinger to 199. So I guess you guys are happier this year that I bought them all of our Series 2 directly. So we got silver packs with all of it. You know, in the past, I would buy a lot of this from a guy who, you know, wanted to keep the silver packs. Braves, Mets, Rockies, Astros. But I think many of you know our local card shop, or my local card shop, traded hands last year towards the end of the year. So the new people, they don't do things the same way anyway. The Giants, the Blue Jays, the Cardinals, and the Twins. The Twins numbered to 25 with Cole Stewart. But it worked out because I know you guys like getting the silver packs, so it's all good. Mariners, Rangers, Yankees, and Braves with Chipper Jones to 50. This has been an unusually good group of them, though. We usually don't find that much numbered stuff in one set of them, much less the autograph. Cardinals, A's, Twins, and Orioles. Brewers, Angels, Cardinals, Phillies, and that is Kutch to 150, Andrew McCutchen. And now we're on last pack mojo here for our silver packs. And it is Phillies, Nationals, Pirates, Yankees. All right, so that is officially all the stuff we have to open. Now we're going to recap it. That's right. Time to look back through for anybody who missed some stuff earlier. After we do the recap, I'll put the spreadsheet back up. We'll go over shipping information as well as what's coming up in the days ahead. So for those of you who missed that earlier or you need to take another look at it, yeah, we'll be doing that after we recap. So Cardinals get the 2 Evolution of the Game cards that were not tied to a team. So that was done by way of random.org. And in here, we've got, well, a variety of things. So a home run challenge for the Angels, a Vlad Guerrero rookie, home run challenge Yankees, a second Vlad, a blue unnumbered Rangers, a home run challenge for the Cardinals and Matt Carpenter, a third Vlad rookie, a blue border Giants, blue border Tampa Bay Rays, home run challenge Astros, a fourth Vlad rookie, home run challenge Cubs, home run challenge Astros, and a blue Gary V's for the Yankees. So that was, you know, what should I call that? It's like our odds. It's like our odds and ends pile. Like at my house, I have a drawer that is just full of odds and ends. I call it my junk drawer, right? She's got everything in it. That was like our junk drawer recap. Just a little bit of everything in that one. All right, Edgar Martinez, short print for the Mariners. A Gary Carter short print for the Mets. Chipper Jones, SP for the Braves. Willie Stargell, SP Pirates. SP Gary Sanchez and the Yankees. And SP Tyler O'Neill and the Cardinals. SP Pujols for the Angels. Short print Martini and the A's. A short print Will Myers for the Padres. A super short print Dizzy Dean for the Cardinals. Short print King Felix for the Mariners. A short Miles Straw for the Astros. A short Noah Syndergaard for the Mets. A short Clint Frazier for the Yankees, and a short Yu Darvish for the Cubbies. Numbered cards that do not have autographs or relics attached. Mr. Go Army, I am glad that we could break your streak, my friend. It is always a good day when somebody's losing streak or non-hitting streak it comes to an end. I've been there, man. It sucks. I know it. So I'm glad we got that done for you. Oh, Jason, I'm sorry we didn't have good luck for your Mariners, did we? You were looking for Kikuchi? Yeah, sorry, brother. Stang Lover. I didn't even know you were in here tonight, Stang Lover. You just been so quiet. Like, what you been doing, man? What you been doing? For the Phillies, Andrew McCutchen to 150. For the Braves, Chipper Jones to 50. For the Twins, Cole Stewart to 25. For the Dodgers to 199, Belly. The Astros and Nolan Ryan to 75. We have the Milwaukee Brewers to 50. A little Father's Day for the Phillies to 50. This is numbered to 99. It is vintage stock for the Braves. Black border for the Cardinals to 299. Kansas City Royals to 67. The White Sox to 67. Black Border Cardinals, Dakota Hudson to 299. The Royals and Heath Filmer to 150. There's Mike Fiers for the A's to 150. And Brandon Drury for the Blue Jays, he is numbered to 150. I don't know why this Evolution of the Game is in there. Oh, yeah, I do. It's numbered to 299. Same thing happened the first time I saw it. Daggone it. I didn't realize from the front it's a black border. Yeah, right. Now we know. Once again, San Francisco Giants and the New York Giants are the same franchise. So that just straight up goes to San Francisco. It's numbered to 299. Whitey Ford and the Yankees to 150. Faces of the franchise Rangers to 299. Caratini and the Cubbies to 76. Castro and the Twins to 76. Ortiz to 67 for the Orioles. Whitey Ford to 150 for the New York Yankees. Ian Happ for the Cubbies to 67. And for the Rockies, Charlie Blackmon to 299. Now come our relics and our autographs. Oh, Stang Lover, you've been grocery shopping? Now, see, I would have, had you go do mine. I need to do mine. Except you're like, 2-3 states away. Well, see, right? I said that earlier. I thought the Braves I thought they sent him down to AAA. Did they completely release him? Oh, now I see you've got a second one in there. Option to the minors. Okay, see, that's what the first time when we saw that through, I said, I think that's the guy they just busted back down to AAA, but I wasn't 100% sure. And then you said released him entirely. I thought I was way wrong, but all right. So we're on the same page. Back down to the minors. Big Papi, Red Sox relic, manufactured relic, Joey Gallo and the Rangers to 150. A relic for Mookie Betts to 99, Red Sox. Manufactured relic, Phillies, Rhys Hoskins to 150. The Padres and Tony Gwynn. This is Roger Clemens for the Blue Jays to 50, manufactured. Red Sox, J.D. Martinez, numbered to 150, is it? It's numbered on the front. Yeah, it's numbered on the front. Duh, sorry, my fault. 150 150th commemorative relic for Barry Larkin and the Reds. The card itself is not numbered. It is just the 150th commemorative medallion. I'll get it out in a minute. The Orioles. That's a sweet little hit out of those silver packs, I gotta say. This DJ Stewart, numbered to 5. Nice little extra there for the Orioles. The Rangers and Isaiah. We're just going to call him Isaiah, not make an attempt on that last name. Darryl Strawberry for the Mets. Gold parallel 250. The Cardinals, Miles Mikolas to 150. The Pirates and Kevin Kramer 250. A manufactured relic for the New York Yankees. You know what? I didn't freaking notice first time through that's a 1 of 1. Did you guys notice that the first time and just nobody said anything? That's a 1 of 1. I totally did not catch that earlier. But that Stanton for the Yankees is a 1 of 1. Now looking at it from the front, it looks exactly the same as every other one we've seen that comes out this way. Doesn't it? Nothing on the front looks different. A little tiny 1 of 1 on the back. Daggone, man. Huh. Well, hope the Yankees stuck around for the recap. Otherwise, I guess they'll get a good surprise in the mail. The Indians and Shane Bieber. I don't know how I didn't see that the first way through. Justin Smoke and the Blue Jays. The Cubbies and Ryan Sandberg, numbered to 150. Rowdy Tellez and the Blue Jays. That is the gold parallel, numbered to 50. The Braves and Freddie Freeman. And the A's, Ricky Henderson, numbered to 150. So yeah, I just want to, so that's the recap, but we're technically officially, done with the recap. But I want to compare something to see if I can figure out, what is the difference between the 1 of 1 and the not 1 of 1? They look the same. So this one's got a little more gray on it. over to one side, and that's it. There's no other discernible difference. That little bitty tiny one of one down there in the corner on the back is it. Dang, Tops, you could like make those a little more noticeable, we would think, right? Crazy. Anyway, at least we found it in the recap. Hi, Randy Brown, by the way. If I didn't see you earlier or say hi earlier, hi. All right, so let's put our spreadsheet back up because I promised you I would. We'll take another look at it and see what's what. So we're looking at this part again, really, because we have a change. Down here, the Blue Jays were unpaid, and Johnny was kind enough to pick them up, so that reflects him going in there to pick up that team. Shipping wise, guys and gals, expecting Wednesday for this to be out the door and on the way to you. As always, if I can get something out faster than the date I project, I will happily do so. And if something unexpected happens, it could go a day later, but my expectation is approximately Wednesday. What we open tonight will be out the door and on the way to you. Everybody, I'm sure, hit cards in here, so we don't worry about consolation cards in this particular break. Here's what's coming up in the days ahead. So you notice the first couple of nights there, I still have it written, 9 o'clock Eastern, but really we've just kind of switched over to that time frame. We're going to try that out for a little while and see how it goes. So even though later in the week it doesn't have that little note on it, it's still 9 Eastern and 6 Pacific. So from now on, just kind of plan on that, which means our auctions will be ending more in the range of, say, 7:15 up to like 8:15, something like that, for 9 o'clock breaks on average. So tomorrow night, Monday night, it is going to be Luminance football and Finest baseball. That is the last of the Luminance, but I do have more Finest. So for, those of you who are interested in knowing how much is left. On Tuesday night, we're going to do a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys. And the back half of the Bowman Baseball Jumbo, the case we started a couple of nights ago, we will finish up on Tuesday night. Please keep in mind, Paper Base has its own bidding categories in that Bowman Baseball break. On Wednesday night, that's Elite Football's release night. We will break a full 12-box case of that. On Thursday night, we're going to break a half case of Stadium Club Baseball. That's an 8-box break. And, of course, it also comes out Wednesday, but we're just not going to dig into it until Thursday. On Friday, we'll break another 3-box case of our Leaf Autograph baseball bats and another case of Elite Football. So that's what we look like in the days ahead. And, yeah, I guess we're wrapped up for tonight. So once again, thanks, everyone. Appreciate you spending part of your Sunday evening with me. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. If I don't see you again tomorrow night, hopefully I will see you again sometime soon. In the meantime, have a good week. We'll see you next time. Bye now.